We're gonna sing the creation song. We're gonna start by counting from 1 to 7 and moving our arms like this. You ready? Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On day number 1, God made light. He made the day and he made the night. On day number 2, God made the sky. It's big and blue and way up high. Whoa,
You hear say whoa.
whoa.
Day number 3.
On day number 3, God made the sea. He made the land, every plant and tree. On day number 4, God made the stars. He put the sun in the sky, super duper far. Whoa,
Sing out those woes.
whoa.
Sing God made you.
God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and he made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On day number 5, God made birds and fish, dolphins and whales and things that go squish. On day number 6, God made animals and bugs, foxes and cubs, all for us to hug. Whoa,
You hear those woes.
whoa.
Sing day number 6.
On day number 6, God also made man. He said it was good and part of his plan. On day number 7, God stopped to rest. He saw what he made. It was his best. Whoa,
Sing out those woes.
whoa.
Let me hear you sing God made you.
God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and he made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. God made you and God made me. He made everyone and everything we see. He made the earth and he made the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hello, Uddingston Old Young people. How are you today? Good to see you. Give us a wave. Give us a high five. Hope you're well. It's beautiful today, isn't it? This lovely weather. So you've just caught me because I'm feeding my birds at the moment, because over the next couple of weeks I want to think about creation and about how God's given us the planet to look after. And I was reminded of that this week because of the G7 climate, which all the people who have the power are meeting down in Cornwall. So, guess what this is? This is mealworms. Right, let me show you. Now you can't have these for breakfast because they're little wee worms. Okay, but they're dried out and the birds love these, especially the robins. So I'm going to put some in my birdseed tray. So when you come to the manse, even the birds get fed well. So they do. Right, so that's one thing. And then what I've got is some fat balls. And I'm just going to drop them in. There we go. When have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we could squeeze in another one. 5. Oh, I wonder if we could get the 6th one in. You can hear the birds all ready to pounce in a minute. And let me show you. Oh, this is a bit messy, but we like wild gardens. So you've always got to have a wee bit in your garden that's wild as well. So it's not perfect, but it's wild. And we've got loads of buttercups just now. And we've got some daisies over there, and that back there is all wild as well for the birds and the creatures. But come and see this, boys and girls. Look at this. Look at this. This is my new bird table. How cool is that? And it's a bird bath. So what we need to do is we need to fill it up with water, and then we'll leave it there But I'm not sure if the birds need to have some shade, or they'll be okay out from the trees. So we're going to fill that up. But the other thing is, boys and girls, if you don't have a bird table, let me see what I've got in my bag. Is all you need to make a bird table, is to have like an old, I don't know, an old camping tin or an old tray. And then what you do is you pick up some stones and you put them in your tray so that the birds can land on them when they're bathing, and then you fill it up with water. So I'm going to do one and I'm going to leave it here. And boys and girls, that's one of the things we have to do as people of faith, as Christians. We have to look after our creation, and that's what God has given us. So it's our responsibility to look after the birds and all the creatures, make sure they're fed and watered, just like you are. And I want to talk about the story of creation, and I'm going to show you a little video, and I'll see you when you come back, because I've got a bird table to build as well. I don't know how we'll get on with that, because that seems to be in all bits and pieces. We need to call in Adam the handyman, because he's very good at building things. He always builds the Lego. So if you like building Lego, Adam's your man. There you are. And I'll see you in a wee minute. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Stories of the Bible. Creation. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was empty, formless, and dark. But the Spirit of God was there. On the first day, God said, "Let there be light." And God saw that the light was good. Then He separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day and the darkness night. On the second day, God said, "Let there be a space to separate the waters of the heavens from the waters of the earth." God called the space sky. On the third day, God said, "Let the waters beneath the sky flow together into one place, so dry ground may appear." God called the dry ground land and the waters seas, and God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land sprout with every sort of plant and tree." And God saw that it was good. On the fourth day, God said, "Let lights appear in the sky to separate the day from the night." God made 2 great lights, the sun for the day and the moon for the night. He also made the stars. God set these lights in the sky to light the earth, and God saw that it was good. On the 5th day, God said, "Let the waters swarm with fish and other life. Let the skies be filled with birds of every kind." And God saw that it was good. On the 6th day, God said, "Let the earth make every sort of animal." God made all sorts of wild animals, livestock, and small animals, each able to have babies of the same kind. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let us make man in our image, to be like us." So God created man in His own image. He formed man from the dust of the ground. He breathed the breath of life into man, and a man became alive. Then He saw that the man needed a helper, so God put man into a deep sleep, and while he slept, God took one of the man's ribs. Then God made a woman from the rib and brought her to the man.
Hello.
Hi!
Then God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth and rule over it. Rule over the fish in the sea,
Hello, Will.
the birds in the sky,
Hello, Bird.
and all the animals that scurry along the ground." Then God said, "Look, I have given you every plant throughout the earth, and all the fruit trees for your food, and I have given you every green plant as food for all the animals." Then God looked over all He had made, and He saw that it was very good. So the creation of the heavens and the earth and everything in them was done. So on the seventh day, God rested from all his work, and God blessed the seventh day and said it was holy.
Welcome back, boys and girls. I hope you enjoyed that story about God's creation, because that's one of the things we have to do. We have to look after our planet. And many of you in nursery and schools have been talking about that. And if you've got a garden, you can do things like this. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to put things up on our website under Midday Church, so that you can see what you can do at home. So, boys and girls, here's my other thing. This is my big bird table. And we're going to build that after this, so we'll wait and see what happens. And the only thing I need to do now is put water in our bird baths, and then we have to wait. So, boys and girls, let's talk to God for a wee moment and let's say thank you for God's creation. Okay, so let's close our eyes. Dear God, we thank you for your creation, the creation of your world, where everyone should be living in harmony, where we are called to look after our birds and our the bees and the creatures of the sea, the creatures of the sky, and also to look after each other. So Lord, help us over the coming weeks as we discover how wonderful your creation is, and help us to be good people to look after your planet, because you've left it for us. So Lord, over the coming week ahead, keep us safe and keep us well, and also love our friends and our families just as much as you love us. So Lord, hear our prayers. Amen. Boys and girls, look at this weather. It's fantastic, isn't it? 1 minute it's cloudy, next minute it's sunny. So I've got the hose going, so we're going to put some water in the bird baths and see what happens. Okay, so give me 2 minutes to go and get my hose. Boys and girls, I've had to come over here because our garden hose doesn't stretch that far, and look, it's got a hole in it. Can you see that water spraying everywhere? So I'm now spraying the trees and the branches. So here we go. Hey. There we go, but look at that, boys and girls. Can you see that water? Woo! I'm getting Adam's camera as well now. So there you go, boys and girls. Our new bird baths. And I've put some more seeds out, and we'll just have to wait and see. And as we're waiting to see if any birds arrive, we're going to build our bird table. So boys and girls, have a go at making your own bird table. You can buy one if you want, or you can make one out of a tin tray, put some small stones in it, and that allows the wee birds to stand on it as well. And just keep putting fresh water in. Okay, and send me a picture of your bird bath. Alright, and we'll put these up on our website as well. Okay, so boys and girls, I need to go now because I've got a bird table to build, and we need to let the wee creatures and the wee baby birds, because we've got about 4 of them flying about just now as well. So we need to move out the road and let them get fed. But depends on what you're having for your tea. I hope it's nice. I hope it's steak and chips with loads of mustard and whatever else, ketchup, and have a good night, okay? And I'll speak to you later. Take care. Bye.